Day 21 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, guys, we're at day 21 already. That's 3 weeks. We almost at a month. And I don't see any signs of stopping anytime soon. You know how we do. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to run those subscriptions up. As you can see, I have a hard time saying subscriptions, but that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to run up those subscriptions. And to do that, I need you guys to like and comment, drop a bank emoji in the comments, or drop a question you would like me to answer in the future in the comments, and I'll get to it. So let's see what we have here today. We have question number 151, reverse words in a string. It's kind of like the question we did yesterday, actually, but yesterday we had to reverse the vowels, and today we got to reverse the whole word. So, that's something that we have in common. This question has in common with the last question, and that hasn't really happened before on this channel, but hey, man, we just doing what we do best, man, and that's answering LeetCode questions. So let's see what we have. It says, question number 151, reverse words in a string. The difficulty level is easy. This is the first medium question we did on this channel, so let's get excited, guys, because we're about to get to it, and it's actually not even that hard. So let's see what it says. It says, given an input string S, reverse the order of the words. A word is defined as a sequence of non-space characters. The words in S will be separated by at least one space. Return a string of words in reverse order concatenated by a single space. Note that S may contain leading or trailing spaces or multiple spaces in between two words. The return string should only have a single space separating the words. Do not include any extra spaces. Okay, so let's look at the examples and see how we're going to do this. That question did a pretty good job at explaining, and it's pretty self-explanatory, but you never know. I understand how sometimes these questions don't make any sense, and that's what these YouTube videos are for sometimes, just to understand what the question means. So let's look at example 1. It says input S equals the sky is blue. Output is blue is sky the. So you're just reversing the words in the string. Hence the name of the question, reverse words in a string. Let's look at example 2. Input S is hello world. Output is world hello. You just reverse hello and world and you get world hello. Explanation, your reverse string should not contain leading or trailing spaces. Okay, so that's important because if you look at example 2, S has a leading space and a trailing space, but if you look at the output, they do not have leading spaces or trailing spaces, so that's important. Let's look at example 3. In example 3, input is a good example. Output, example good A. Explanation, you need to reduce multiple spaces between two words in a single space and the reverse you need to reduce multiple spaces between two words to a single space in the reverse string. So in example 3, a good example, in between good and example looks like it has a whole bunch of spaces. I don't know how many, but it's a lot. But and the output is back to just one space in between each word. So they want us to have the correct grammar when it comes to spaces in our output. And it might not necessarily be like that in the input. But don't worry, guys, it's not easy. And guess what? We got a one-liner. That's how easy it is. It's a one-liner, so don't even worry about it. We'll make it do what it do. So to do that, all we're gonna do is we're gonna say S dot split. Then we're gonna open up the parentheses and we're gonna say separator. And then we're gonna put quotation marks and a space in between. Then we're gonna come down here and we're gonna say reversed. So what that is gonna do, so let's break this down at first. S is our string. Split, separate, the split, separator, and then the space in between the quotation marks. What that does is it breaks our string up and basically puts it makes an array of it, and each string is set. is separated by a space in the array. So instead of one big string, now we have little strings, and each word in S, we know it's the end of the word because it's separated by this right here. If two characters in the string are separated by this, then that means we're starting a new word, because look up here, it says a word is defined by a sequence of non-space characters. So, and the THE, those are all non-space characters. The space comes after the E, and the space is between the E and the S in sky. And sky, SKY, non-space characters. That's what makes it the string. You see? And this right here is just breaking it up, and it's letting the computer know that when you see this blank space right here, separate the word, right? Then we're going to come down here, and that's going to reverse the words. And then we're going to come right here, and we're going to say joined. And what this is going to do is it's going to bring it all back into one string. Because remember, separated made it into, and for example, one separator would make it into 4 different strings, because we're separating it each string by the space. You see, in example 1, S equals 1. The sky is blue is one string. That's one string. With the split, we're separated into 1, 2, 3. We're separating it into 4 strings, and they're separated by this space right here. Then we're coming down here to reverse, and we are reversing it. But don't forget, we have to bring it back together and turn it into one string again, and that is what joined is going to do. So we're going to say joined, we're going to say separated like we did, and with the split, and we're going to do the same thing, and we're just going to put a blank space. So let's run it and see. Ooh, compiling error. It's probably a typo. That's all. So I guess it would be separated with an A. And there it is, just like that. Excuse my spelling, guys. You know, I'm used to working with LeetCode, and we got spell check and all that good stuff. So excuse my spelling, but yeah, we turned the E to an A in separator, and it should run. So let's run it and see what happens. Bada boom, bada bing. 10 milliseconds, and we beat 86.19% of users in Swift. That is not bad, guys. Not bad at all. So until next time, I will see you guys then.